Wheaton College head coach Eric Podbelski, and coach, number 2 seed coming in, 32-8. Your thoughts on the tournament?
Like every year, it's a great field. I think just about everybody's a 30-win team, so I don't really, say a 2 seed. I don't think it matters whether you're 2 seed, 8 seed, 1 seed, whatever. I mean, everyone's got 30 wins besides, I think, UMass Boston, but, I think other than that little stretch they went through mid-year, they played as well as anybody also. So, anybody's regional.
And Coach, you guys have had a couple of long winning streaks throughout the season, and most notably during the end of the year, this year, a lot different than the end of last year.
No question. Last year was, it was one of those, like I told the team, when you play this game long enough, you're going to go through those streaks, whether it's as an individual player, as a team, and it just hit us. We played a couple bad games. We had started off probably so well that when it hit, we didn't quite know how to deal with it. And sometimes baseball gets in your head a little bit, and I think that's what happened to us. But, this year, the leadership, the guys having been there last year, being disappointed like that, I think it added extra motivation to this season.
And overall, as a team, pretty even balance between pitching and offense. 7 guys over 350, a team ERA below 4. That's been pretty good for you so far this year.
Yeah, well, I think you always strive to be balanced, and if you can be, then you're not relying on one area to try to win a game for you. We've always tried to be centered more on pitching defense. We're hitting a little bit more so in the last year or two than we had previously, but I still consider us a team that needs to kind of operate in all 3 facets.
And coming into the tournament, obviously every team can say this. They've played almost every other team in this tournament. You guys have met UMass Boston before. They had a good beating early on in the season, but now later in the season, what can you take from those games early on?
Well, I hope I don't take a whole lot from the UMass Boston game. That was a mismatch. What do you say? I mean, they look real good, and we didn't look so good that day. But I think it had a lot to do with them. Hopefully we're a little bit more prepared for them this time around. And then as far as playing the other teams that are in the tournament, I think we played Eastern Connecticut, we played Western New England College. And, you don't take too much from it. I mean, it's a one-day of baseball. Anybody can beat anybody on a given day. Pitching matchups aren't always set up. Somebody might be using a midweek guy. We might be using a number 1 or vice versa. We know that they're all quality teams, and we're going to have to play well to win. And
you haven't been around it very long, but you've been around long enough to compete in the NCAAs for quite a number of years, national championship game appearance as well. What's your key this year?
Our key, me personally?
To winning this tournament?
Just continue to play baseball. I tell my team that the game doesn't change, and just because of the magnitude of the situation, the bigger game, more important, it's still baseball, and you can't try to make it more than it is, because I think that leads guys to try to do too much, overswing, overthrow. There's going to be adrenaline, that's going to be there, but you got to just continue to just try to play baseball and realize you do the things that have made you successful, do them well through thick or thin. Hopefully you'll have a shot to win.
Head coach Eric Podbelski, thanks a lot, Coach.
No problem.